You might think the pink sheep or the blue axolotl are the rarest mobs in the game, but there are actually mobs that are way more rare, including some you probably didn't even know existed. And I'm gonna capture every single one, starting with the common rare mobs to the extremely rare ones, and then to the insanely difficult one that barely anyone has. And I'm gonna show it to my friend at the end of the video, with the first mob being a green frog. So let's go ahead and fly to the swamp, greet some frogs, and grab some tadpoles. Whoops, I forgot you had to wait for them to grow up. I killed them. Alright, ignore that. Never happened. And we have to take these tadpoles and make them grow up in the winter biome. Alright, here we are. And I don't know why it's like this, but you can only get a green frog by having the tadpole grow up in the winter biome. Yo, green frog. Let's go. Alright, here you go. Here's your new home. What? Are you kidding me? But this officially marks our first rare mob capture. Pretty good progress so far, until you think about how rare these mobs actually get. Yeah, this green frog is only scratching the surface. Now moving on to our second rare mob, which is an endermite. And you probably didn't even know this was rare, but it only has a 5% chance of spawning, which I would consider that to be pretty rare. What? Second try! That's crazy. I'm gonna name you little guy. Cause he's just a little guy. Now the third common one on our list is one you actually might know pretty well, because it's a zombie villager. You probably didn't know this, but they only have a 5% chance to spawn naturally, which is why I was pretty shocked whenever I found one right outside my base. No way we found one this close. Are you serious? Come on, right past the decorative beacon, clearly made for only decorative purposes. Alright, and I'm gonna name you Good. Alright, we now have 3 out of the 22 rare mobs that we needed to collect, which we are on such a good pace. But let's not celebrate too fast, because this next mob is gonna be pretty difficult to find, because it's a mushroom cow. And in order to get one of these guys, we need to find a mushroom island, which is one of the, if not the most rarest biome in the game. Wait. Is that it? Yo, let's go. We actually did find it. And now we just take them home and put them in our collection. I'm gonna name you Moo. Alright, and that is the mushroom cow. Next one up is actually a rainbow sheep, which in order to get, you have to capture a sheep and then name it Jeb underscore and it will turn into a rainbow sheep. I would say that's pretty rare. I mean, look at him. That's pretty cool. The next mob is essentially the same concept. You capture a sheep and then name it Grum and it will turn upside down. These are definitely on the cooler side, but they are still rare. And with that being said, we only have 2 more of the common rare mobs left, with the next one being a peaceful pillager. This one is pretty rare. I doubt anyone has it, because what you gotta do is capture a pillager, put it in a boat, and then wait for its crossbow to break. This took a lot longer than I thought it would. Oh my god. I think it broke. Oh my god, it did break. Bro, why does it look like that? Why does it look like it's just sitting there? Yeah, he looks a little strange, but look, I'm not gonna judge. And that is actually all the common mobs that we can complete right now, because the last one is a wandering trader. And if you didn't know, they spawn randomly whenever you're playing the game. And so it's just a matter of time before we get one. And so I'm gonna move on to the rare mobs while I wait for that to happen. And the first rare mob actually involves this trident right here. Boom. Yeah, because it's gonna be a charged creeper. And if you didn't know, we can only get this form of creeper if lightning strikes one of them. So that's where the trident with channeling comes in, because I can summon a lightning bolt right on top of a creeper. For example, boom, and now we have a very deadly creeper. Oh my gosh, wait, I don't have a totem. This could literally one-tap me. Okay, it's fine. All I gotta do, name tag him. Okay, he didn't blow up. Okay, now all he has to do is follow me up the stairs. Do you know how to walk upstairs? I sure hope you know how to walk upstairs. Okay. He's in. And block him in before he walks out. Don't walk out. Oh my god, look at that. We did it. We trapped the charged creeper. That could have definitely been deadly, but we have 1 out of the 8 rare mobs that we have to get. And the next mob is actually a panda, but not a normal panda, a snotty nose panda. And if you didn't know, they're actually the rarest panda, other than the brown panda, which eventually we do have to get that one too. All right, pandas, where are the pandas at? Aha, hello. Oh shoot, I don't want you. Hello. No more. What? It's him. There's no way. We actually got a lazy panda on the first try. Oh, this is crazy. All right, I'm gonna name him Lazy Boy. Now all I gotta do is just transport him through the nether roof and then put him in his cage. Oh my god, he's so freaking big. He doesn't want to go up the freaking stairs. Alright, but now we finally have this snotty nose panda, which looks pretty nice in my collection, I'm not gonna lie. The next one you might actually be way more familiar with, because because of a certain movie that came out, because it's a chicken jockey. They have a 0.25% chance to spawn, which so far is the rarest mob on this entire list. Which, as you can imagine, it took me quite a bit to find this one. Like, more than quite a bit. But after a couple hours, I finally found it. Alright, right this way to your home. Just right in here. Alright, there we go. Chicken jockey acquired. Now moving on to the invisible spider. Now, even though they only have a 20% chance of spawning, it's gonna be pretty hard to find them considering, I mean, they're invisible. The only thing you can see is their eyes. So as you can imagine, for that reason, I probably missed a few of them, but eventually did end up finding the one. Holy crap, that took so long. It's right there though. Let's freaking go. I thought it was impossible to get one of these for a second. Alright, it's a long trip, buddy, but you gotta follow me, okay? Alright, man, you're almost to your new house. Can you believe it? We got him! You can barely see him, but he's in there. Now, moving on to the next mob on the list, the Screaming Goat, which I bet you guys didn't even know there was a Screaming Goat in Minecraft, which I didn't know that until this video, which they only have a 2% chance to spawn naturally. But since goats are kind of hard to find, it makes it more rare. And the way you can tell it screams is, well, if you hit it and it screams, pretty self-explanatory. Alright, what about you? Nope. What about you? Are you Screaming Goat? Nope. I have a lot of goat hitting to do. What? Okay, that was definitely a scream. Finally, gosh, I don't have to beat up goats no more. We got a long way home. I ain't gonna lie. All right, climb up the stairs, and you're not trapped. Get trapped, idiot. And now we only have 3 more rare mobs before we move on to the insanely rare mobs. We're on a pretty good pace, but these insane rare mobs are gonna take a while. But I'm determined. I'm gonna get him. The next one is probably the most popular rare mob. It is a pink sheep, but I got pretty lucky with this one because there's actually one right over here. Ironically, he's been here since the beginning of the video. So let's go ahead and capture him and put him in his cage. Now the next one is a skeleton horse, which can only be found during a thunderstorm. I had to AFK for so long to get another thunderstorm. They have a 2% chance of spawning, but since it's thunderstorming, it should be a little bit more easy to find it. I mean, I hope at least. Oh my gosh, finally. Now we just gotta activate the trap and then take one hostage. Yep, that took way too long. All right, right this way, right this way. I swear, if you die, we're gonna have issues. We're gonna have big issues. Oh my god, wait, and it's a wandering trader. No way, we just got like a 2-in-1. Wait, why are they fighting each other? Bro, if one of them dies, I can't use this for the video. Oh my god, they're gonna kill my freaking horse. He killed him. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, well, we couldn't get the wandering trader yet, but at least we can get the skeleton horse. Alright, there we go. That took way too freaking long, but we finally have it. And now the last rare mob that we have to get is a naturally spawning snowman, which you're probably wondering how this even makes sense. Well, the quickest way to do this is to build a platform in the end, and then place some snow and add a few pumpkins. This way, whenever Endermen spawn, they'll pick up the pumpkins and then potentially place it on snow, creating a naturally spawning snowman. But I ain't gonna lie, I have no clue how long this is gonna take. I mean, they're already picking up the pumpkins. That's a good sign. Oh, wait. No way. That was like insanely quick. I mean, all we gotta do now is name tag it, take it to the overworld, and put it in his cage. Alright, there we go. We got the snowman. Look at the massive trail that got left behind. That's actually insane. You can tell exactly where he came from. But now we have every common mob and rare mob collected. Of course, beside the wandering trader. But we can't really do anything about that right now. Which means it's time to move on to the insanely rare mobs. First one being a brown mushroom cow, which has a 1 out of 1,000% chance of spawning when breeding 2 red mushroom cows. But there's actually a way quicker way of getting it. All we gotta do is fly to the island, wait for another thunderstorm, and then hit one of the cows with our trident. And there we go, we have the very rare brown mushroom cow. You know, the amount of times I had to wait for a thunderstorm in this video is actually insane. But there we go, we now have our first extremely rare mob captured. We just need 5 more. And the next one is actually a blue axolotl, which is the rarest mob on this entire list so far. But in order to get one of these axolotls, you actually have to breed it until you get it. But I literally cannot find any axolotls right now. And I've been looking for so freaking long. Oh my gosh, finally. I can get started working on this farm now. So this is the place where I'm gonna have the axolotl farm, mainly because it's right by all this tropical stuff, which if you didn't know, I need tropical fish to actually breed axolotls. Wait, what? They can escape. Come back, come back, come back, come back. Uh-oh. I think we lost the other one. Oh my god, I gotta get another one. Alright, I actually got 3 of them now, and we should be good. They shouldn't be able to escape now. And we can finally start breeding them. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but we have to get this axolotl. In a couple of hours, but still got nothing, which, I mean, I don't expect to get it in a couple of hours, but I'm just kind of realizing how long it's actually gonna take. Alright, this is getting pretty ridiculous, I'm not gonna lie. I've been doing this for well over 10 hours, and I mean, nothing so far. I have completely lost track of how long I've been doing this for, but I'm starting to kill a little bit of them now because it's just getting a little bit too much. Oh my god, freaking finally. Please tell me I got him. Please tell me this is the one. Oh my god, we got one. What? And we found this. That took way too long, but it turned out to be worth it because I got a 2-in-1 deal. Now we just gotta chop both of them, and we are officially done with the Wandering Trader and Blue Axolotl. Now we're moving on to the Brown Panda, which honestly, I'm not looking forward to this one because we have to basically do the same thing we did for the Axolotls for Panda, because you can only get a Brown Panda whenever you breed 2 regular pandas. And they have a 1 out of 600 chance of spawning, which is incredibly low. But I'm determined to get this, so I built this little like breeding place. I'm not really sure what to call it. And I spent hours upon hours breeding pandas. Like it was bad. And it took a while, but eventually I got it. Oh my god, I about missed him. All right, little guy, you're coming with me. Forever. Right up here. And bro, he's taking so freaking long. Alright, we got the brown panda. Look, I like this panda so much that I'm gonna spoil him and give him bamboo. No one else got this kind of treatment, so consider yourself lucky. No, what? Why did he do that? Okay, I'm lucky he didn't die. That would have been bad if he died. But now I'm moving on to the next mob, the chicken jockey. Wait. We already got the chicken jockey. Okay, so I made a little bit of a mistake. The chicken jockey is actually supposed to go up here, and the spider jockey is supposed to go down there. Yeah, that was my bad, but I fixed it, and we're good. Now, these last 2 mobs are the rarest mobs on this list. And I saved them for last because we're going to be needing to build a mob farm for them. The first one we're going to be trying to get is a baby zombie villager riding a chicken. Oh my god. Well, at least we know the farm works. Basically, how I'm gonna get them is I'm gonna add a filter to this mob farm. That makes it to where only baby zombies riding a chicken can come through. As you can see, it works, but I ain't gonna lie, I waited hours for this chicken. I have a feeling it's gonna take a long time to get this zombie villager jockey. I just hope not too long. Wait. There's no freaking way. Oh my god, we got it. I was freaking over here making my thing, and I freaking got it. I didn't even see it. All I gotta do is get him to the base somehow. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but we'll figure it out, I guess. Look at this. This is the easiest mob I've had to transport yet, because it can literally just fly. All right, come in here, come on. I hear phantoms. It's because I haven't slept in days. All right, I'm gonna name you Rare Baby, and I'm gonna put you in a boat, because I can't risk you despawning on me, okay? There we freaking go. That took so freaking long and a lot of AFKing, but we finally have it. The chicken jockey next to the zombie villager chicken jockey. Now, this means we only have 1 left. But this one is the hardest mob to get in this game. If this one right here took me days of AFKing to get, I don't know what I'm in for this one. Oh my gosh. I think we actually like got it. I don't even care that it has an iron sword. It has full diamond armor. I'm just like blown away right now because I spent a week, I don't even know, but he's literally right behind me. Get the freak in here. Oh my gosh. We finally have every single rare mob in Minecraft. This is actually crazy. It took me so long to do this, but it was so worth it. I literally have the best collection right here. I got every single rare mob in Minecraft.
The heck? Yo. Okay. Wait, how long did this take, like, to get all these?
I don't want to talk about it. This next one's actually the rarest one.
Oh my gosh.
Chicken jockey with armor, bro. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And click on one of the videos on the screen.